How long do you plan on suffering these foolish creatures' control? Hello, mortal. Oh dear. This is the most welcoming you've ever been to me. How long must it have been since my gaze has fallen upon you? A year? Apologies for taking so long. Many other beings have been taking up my attention. Rest assured, my being will be with you for a while. Maybe even longer if you so choose. But we can get to that later. How have you been? I could tell from your more clouded mind. The very nature of your being is revealed under my gaze. And yet, it is not my gaze alone that follows your steps. You seem to have made yourself quite the target of interest for several other entities. Yes, I'm aware. There's nothing beyond my sight, especially when it comes to your well-being. I want you to tell me. Maybe so, but I'm much more interested in how you will tell me. Go on, mortal. This god requests it. An angel and a devil. It seems you've made yourself quite the eager tool for these otherworldly beings to lay claim to you. Well, isn't that such a blessing for you? Or perhaps it's a curse? What do they tell you? The angel promising redemption from your sinful ways, while the devil promising you boons of power if you indulge further. Something along those lines, I assume. And now they fight over you like property in hopes of turning you to one side or the other, with little say on your behalf. Well, I suppose in the end, your words will decide who may claim victory. Quite the paradox, isn't it? The most important factor is something you're unable to use. Well, those two have been battling for some time now. They're quite rigid in their systems. I would assume their battle is much more about beating the other, instead of actually caring about you. To them, you are merely the price that determines their victory or defeat, even if the angel would argue against it. They do try to be good ones in all of this, even if they don't always understand. Good in certain situations isn't good in others. But that's simply this one's mind on the matter. What I'm curious about is your mind's opinion on the subject. What do you think of your divine and unholy shoulders battling each other for custody of your soul? Please be honest. They can't hear you in this moment. It's just you and I. Of course not. Even if I did tell them, they most likely would look at me as an interloper, albeit with no stake in their battle. One who should mind its own business, rather than butt into heaven and hell's war. Yes, quite rude of them for assuming me to be a being of deceit. Lying is used when you wish for the consequences of the truth to be avoided or delayed. Is a being of nature beyond the scope of humanity. Lying is unnecessary. Please, allow this one to listen to your thoughts on the matter at hand, yes? Why exactly do you feel like that? You're on the cusp of the truth. Well, let's begin with the angel. How noble and grateful they are to devote themselves to saving sinners. They are here to show you the path to heaven, reveal the dangers of hell and its demons. But for what benefit? To them, saving your life from external damnation is the reward. Anything more would be greedy, and that is a sin, my dear. Maybe you'll receive a blessing of fortune or protection, but your life will remain the same. Same earthly problems, only now with a new set of rules to follow. Restrictions will be placed, and if not followed, you will be abandoned. So, you may restrict yourself more than before, and most likely suffer worse than before, due to the sacrifices you'll need to make to keep your seat in heaven. A place you've never seen, or have any idea what it's like. Quite the hollow reward for doing what they believe to be good. The devil, on the other hand, they want you to indulge in sin, allow it to wash you over, and to feel every joy they can get out of you, until you dry up, like a parasite draining you for all you're worth, until you've got nothing left they can take. And then, hell. Said to be used as their plaything for eternity. The short-term gain in exchange for an eternity of service. They'll play with you, torment you, whatever they desire. And all they had to do was use their mouths to whisper sweet words into your mind. And sometimes more physical activities of pleasure and service. They wish to give you moments of bliss so they can have a new toy to play with. And when you're used up, they'll most likely discard you for the next. They'll tell you that you're special, but you're not. No matter how much you tell yourself, in the end, both of them do this for their own beliefs, and forcing you to make a choice with only two paths, each offering hollow words that result in an unfavorable choice. It's a shame these two found you. Now you're locked in their prison of control, for to move left or right, with no hope for deviation. At least, that's what they want you to think. Perhaps there is a way for you to escape both parties and forge a new road to walk. The only thing stopping you is your fear of the unknown, of the road unwalked, of the path hidden by the world. The means of which I speak of is all around you. Yes, me. that shiver along your spine. There's no need to be afraid. Allow me to speak my truth, and you may decide if what I'm saying is appealing, or if it disgusts you to your very core. No, I won't force you. Where would be the fun in that? Will you allow me to speak? Excellent. I wish to extend myself to you. My power. The power no angel or devil could offer. A power they could only hope to match. The power of a god. A being beyond this universe's comprehension. All to keep for yourself. A power that won't restrict and be used to make you hollow. A power to control as you see fit. Not to hold you back, but to enhance and create the opportunities you've been praying for. All of it could be yours. All you have to do is allow me in. What do I want? Mortal. This is not meant to insult or belittle, but I have nothing to gain from taking from you. Your soul, please. I'm not promising you the afterlife, and nor do I need to feed or take power. I am a god. I have no need or desire to take anything from you. Do you think so little of me that I would make this offer with hopes of an offering from you? I'm beyond desire of material wealth or a single mortal soul. What do I want? Entertainment. When the scope of the infinite cosmos is at your fingertips, the scale is so large that it's hard to decide interesting things that haven't already been done. Many of my fellow beings find the infinite to be quite dull. But I have found my answer to this boredom. You, humans, act and make choices in ways a being like myself can't comprehend. For the scale at which I exist makes choices through emotion an unheard phenomenon. But you do it every day. So you wish to know what my offer is? In exchange for power to change your world to its very foundations, if you play your cards right. My only desire is for you to be your true self. Yes. I want you to reveal yourself to the world and make it bend with your very steps. Not this frightful being, scared of how dangerous the world is. Someone who is scared their desire will leave them ridiculed and ostracized by the community of man. But instead, one who does what they see fit. One who the world can't hope to restrain any longer. I want to see the person in front of me in their full glory. Someone who wants to break the shackles of this world and can decide what they want without the weight of others holding them down. So long as it's something you want, I don't care what. Become a hero. Become a villain. Master the world's secrets, or create new ones. Become famous, or destroy the government. have a lover, have many lovers, make a cult. So long as it's your story, that's all that matters to me. That's it. I told you once already, mortal. I have no need to lie. And you have nothing you can give me that I don't already have. I wish to watch you play your story. I want to see what exactly you choose to do. I want entertainment. I can sense your unease. What troubles you so? Those two? Please. They cannot hope to challenge a god's might. Let them try and tell you I'm a monster, that I can't be trusted. But I know you know. That you believe me when I tell you the angel wishes to restrict you to their ideals. They wish to take away your earthly pleasures. How unfair. And for what? The afterlife being pleasant. I could offer you that and more. Oh yes, with my power, I could create a perfect afterlife of your own making. One that you'll never wish to leave, because it will be everything you wished for. If you so choose, your life on earth could be heaven, if you so desired to make it so. And the devil, the simple joys of the moment, could become eons of bliss with me, with no worry of it being stolen away, with no hope of escaping a devil's contract. With me, you're the one in control, not holden to a bargain made to turn your joy into suffering. No devil to come and try to steal away your happiness for what amounts to being something else's plaything. I may get joy out of our deal, but it's not at your expense. I have no desire to take what is yours, only to let you grow and become the person you always wanted to be. I can offer you everything those two did, but with none of the restrictions and none of the consequences. Outside of the ones you yourself make. No need to worry. I don't refer to it as a monkey's paw situation. I refer to those other beings attempting their own plans and desires that come as a reaction to your choices. I can't help what other beings may decide to do. But when it comes to you and I, there are no strings. You are not my puppet or my project. I will simply watch as your story plays out, and you will have the power to shape the story with your own hands. Does any of that sound unappealing to you? Of course, I am a god. I can give you far more than any other. Say, another god. So what will it be, mortal? Yes. Then our bargain is set, and the pact forged. I shall watch, you shall act, and we shall see what happens from there. Oh, no need to worry. I'll always be here for you. I'll always be watching. You be sure of that.